Hey there, welcome on in, folks. We're playing some Lizard Tribal today, and, well, this is certainly... It plays like elves, basically, is how I would explain how it goes. So its unique aspect to it is that everything kind of does splash damage, to say the least. Scorch Spitter, Hard Claw does the same thing for all lizards, deal damage on attack. Iridescent Vinelasher deals damage on landfall. Outcast is just here because we needed the ability to do the on attack freely without unblockable. But with that, obviously, that makes Chandra's Pyreling, sorry, much stronger with that double strike. Flamecache Gecko getting a little bit of value out of it as well. Pyromancer being another enabler just by playing it. Gev does basically the same thing as a lord to that end. This allows us to get in with Menace so that we can get through a couple blockers. Gilded Ambusher is our top end, and it's able to get rid of really big nasty things, like if our opponent's a control deck that happens to drop a ring and we're like, all right, we'll clear that ring. Stuff like that. That's what it's in here for anyway, nonetheless. Now, we do get a chance at some unique lands as a result of that, and that's mostly the Bloomberg lands. So we get a kind of reanimate land here in Mudflat Village. Rockface Village gives haste and +1/+0, and is how we're going to get some of this through. Notable that we can also blitz creatures with the Riveteers Provocateur as well, allowing things like Gilded Ambusher to take out a target, which is usually a strong strategy. And then after that, a couple Cavern of Souls to make sure that we don't necessarily get countered. And that's basically it. We're just turning sideways today. All right, in we are. And on the draw, we've got a curve here. This'll do. Our opponent on Orzhov Stuff will play Changeling Outcast. I find it's a nice little opener when we need to kind of guarantee something to happen. Opponent on Esper Miasmic Mummy. Interesting choice. Okay, well, where do I want to go? Cut the land, perhaps? Yeah, we'll cut the land for now. If they've got another thing like that, then we'll choose Gilded Ambusher. We'll kind of just go from there. For now, I think that we'll just Viashino Pyromancer, get a thing of damage in here, smack in for one, and pass the turn. If it's a reanimate deck, I'm seeing reanimate as a possibility here. I'm seeing a strong chance at reanimate being a possibility here. That being a 3/3 not helping my cause. All right. So Gev seems pretty good here. Except that we are really tight on our the Mudflat Village has caused an issue here for us today, nonetheless. So I think what we're gonna do here is, you know what, let's do it this way. We'll just play this, attack for one for now. We'll play the Gilded Ambusher. We'll play the expensive thing. Invasion of Amonkhet says each opponent discards a card and I draw a card. That card being discarded, ooh, that hurts. All right, bit painful. So what do you convert into? Noted stuff. This is attacking base, so they don't even care about the invasion. So I guess we'll just let that go. Rafine is very good at gumming up the board. That's one of our weaknesses, is just simply shit that gums shit up, to say the least. All right, so I think we're going to hit up one of these numbers. We need to blitz. Let's get this Gilded Ambusher triggered up, and then we will swing in. Gilded Ambusher sacks the Viashino Pyromancer here, because we're not really doing much about that. The mummy's gone. They take a bit of damage. Now they have to start considering blocking. And that's why Gilded Ambusher is pretty insane. All right. And now we have a Gilded Ambusher that is going to be swinging in for another 4. Beginning of your upkeep, it does a thing. All right. So I guess, let's see, we can Hard Claw, Changeling Outcast. We need a sack target because Forge Fire is going to die here. Our opponent may Fatal Push, but Gilded Ambusher's so much damage that they're just going to have to play carefully. Anyways, let's get this trigger on here as well. Drop an Outcast. Sack the Forge Fire Automaton. There you go. All right, opponent has resolved the Mold of 5 and is just playing Minion of the Mighty. We move along. All right, on the play, Scorch Spitter, Vinelasher as openers, as possibilities of openers at least. Well, if that's the case, let's Cavern of Souls on Lizard. My opponent is probably giddy with glee right now, going, what? Lizards? Really? Now, is Baltus cool as me? Now, the Evan Legion does a little bit of blocking, unfortunately, so we're kind of stuck there. That said, we can certainly Vinelasher nonetheless. And then I guess we'll just... I should Blackcleave Cliffs. Let's be smart. All right. Now, they're interested in attacking, so we're kind of just fine to let them. Right? Uh-huh. Fervent Champion, gross. Okay, so they are just going with the I'm going to clutter the fuck out of everything here. Not helpful. We'll play our Gilded Ambusher here. I mean, we are still getting damage through, but... The Fervent Champion is causing some issues. This is gumming up the board. This is one of our major weaknesses to the deck. Okay. On a creature I control? Well, I mean, I played most of my lands. We'll do that. Okay. Hit up that. Hit up the Hard Claw. Unfortunate. I don't really have a great attack unless I start using Changeling Outcast. That's a possibility. Are you active? You are active. What did I do? Oh yeah, landfall. Okay. All right, we're going to chill out for a second. Our opponent wants to gum, then they are going to gum. Changeling Outcast will allow the damage to start flowing. Vinelasher has served its purpose now, so we can just have it there available. Opponent may have recognized that that's exactly what's going on here. Chupacabra. Fucking Chupacabra, I guess. I don't know what year this is, but here we are. All right, whatever. Chupacabra? So gummed. So gummed. All right. I guess we'll just play out everything. Here we are. It is so gummy. The outcasts are helpful here. It means that we can move forward. We can also Mudflat Village and grab the Hard Claw if we need to. Murderous Rider. That gonna get the Hunted Nightmare moving. Dreadhorde Butcher randomly. So gummy. I'll play Hard Claw here, and then I will send those in. Get the damage in. They're at 11. We sacked the Mudflat Village in this process here. Our opponent seems to be touch on the removal heaviness. Very gummy. All creatures bedevil. Okay, well now we're just straight into bad removal. Okay. Opponent just keeps making the removal just like something out of 5 years ago. Every single time. All right, I'm going to grab Hard Claw. Play Hard Claw. I didn't know if I was going to get a land. Turns out that we were. Buff up. They have to start considering doing something. And if they consider doing something, they are going to get destroyed. Okay. This time's running out for that. All right. So let's take a look here. That lifelink is a pain in my ass, to say the least. They lose 2 life from the 2 Gilded Ambushers. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not enough yet? All right, then. Buff. Buff. Down to 5. All right. So they're definitely dead next turn just by combat attack triggers. Unless, you know, they drew another bedevil. Walk the plank? All right. So this is a thing. All right. Let's look at the freebies and start there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And these are the free blocks. Seems good. Now, let's return the favor. Gev is a freebie. It allows us to sack. We were trying to pressure them into the situation where they had to get rid of the gumminess. And we got there. All right, on the play, we've got actually quite a bit here going on here. So I think it's like Outcast on 1. Or we could do Vinelasher on 1. That'd be interesting. Let's do Vinelasher on 1, just as something to change it up. So this allows us a landfall trigger plus 2 hard claws next turn. Opponent on blah 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 is a Snarl with a Vampire of the Dire Moon, which is going to be natural blockers for me. So that's what I get for not doing Changeling Outcast every single time. Whatever, this vampire is dead as fuck, at least. And I'm out of lands for Vinelasher. Done. Chandra's Pyreling seems interesting. Chaville? Alright. What is with the fucking insane amount of blockers? I'm gonna blitz this Provocateur. And I'm gonna give Pyreling blitz as well. That's not a land. All right, now begins the removal train. Shocks in, Orzhov Enforcer. It's like literal fucking gum.deck. Why can I not get these people that are... whatever. I can't win. I can't win like this. All right, so we definitely need Changeling Outcast. And I'm going to put in non-blitzed Pyreling for now. We're just going to chill the fuck out. So Changeling Outcast will enable the rest of... When's the last time you saw Vraska Golgari Queen? Yeah, that's right, never. Anyways, Changeling Outcast will, yeah. All right, opponent wants to do some of the gummy goodness. This is gonna be Kilbraska. Get a couple counters. None of that going on. Thank you very much. Flamecache Gecko. Get Pyromancer. Take him to 7. Now we have a Chandra's Pyreling that we can blitz out next turn. Oh, never mind. They have more removal. Okay. In this case, Tiny Bones is certainly a public enemy number 1 on the target's list, so let's do one of those numbers. Legend Rule Cheville. Uh-huh. And die. Okay! So today I tried my best to play enough games to not run into bad matchups, but I guess that's not in the cards. Everybody had something that had Death Touch and never attacked with it until their life total got low, so we just had to entice to get to that level, I guess. Nonetheless, in general, this deck seems like it's pretty much good enough to play. Whether or not it's in the top tier, probably not, but it's certainly good enough that you should probably keep your eye on it, is the sort of thing I'm trying to get at here. This is not bad, to say the least. So, eyes on this deck for sure, and definitely watch Lizards from here on out. Anyways, hope you folks enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Take care, and bye-bye.